Dr. Joelene Huber is here. She's a pediatrician, and we're talking about kids' heart health because February is Heart Health Month. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am loving this guideline you have, the 0, 1, 2, 3 guideline.
Right. So it's set out by the Childhood Obesity Foundation of Canada, and we know that approximately 1/3 of children ages 5 to 17 are overweight or obese in Canada, and only about 12% of kids are getting the physical activity that they need. So they've created this really fun, really simple, practical, as parents who want practical things that we can do to remember how to increase activity, decrease screen time, and so they have the 0, 1, 2, 3s of sort of kids' heart health.
Okay.
So we can start with the 0. The 0 is decreasing sugary sweetened beverages. So we know that overconsumption of sugar beverages like soft drinks and even some fruit juices. Sometimes fruit juices even have more sugar than pop, and we know that that's linked to obesity, and that's a lot of empty calories that kids are getting. So I say just stick with water, and so that's your 0. 0 sweet beverages.
Yeah, you've got to start that habit early. That's what I found. Because I let them have apple juice early, and now I've created mine.
And then they just want the sugar, and they just add that to what they're eating, so it's a lot of calories. Yeah. The second rule is the number 1 rule, so 1 hour of physical activity. And so you can create an activity jar. Kids can get involved and write the fun things that they like to do. Activity doesn't have to mean a lot of extracurricular like swimming and hockey, and those are great, but it can just mean after school scheduling an hour of playing outside, building a snowman, turning on the music and dancing, and so doing 1 hour per day of getting off the couch and doing something that's a little bit more active.
And it just helps the next time because they'll love the outdoors. It's hard, if you have to force it, it becomes very difficult to convince them that this is a good thing for them, right? They have to want to do it after a while.
Right, but now once the kids are in the snow this winter, they're just loving going outdoors. So the number 2 is 2 hours of screen time, and that's your max. So we want to kind of limit screen time. There's lots of ways to do that. One idea is to create screen time for the week, and then you hole punch every time a child has had their screen time, and when they're done, they're done. So they kind of learn to budget. This is sort of the same idea. Another fun idea is to have kids earn their screen time by cleaning up, doing their homework, and then they get 30 minutes of computer time, 30 minutes of TV, and when that's done, that's done. And I always say make sure to use your timers because you lose track of time once they start watching and you get busy, and then 2 or 3 hours has flown by. And
But when you say screen time, you mean screen time in front of this and TV as well?
Right.
So any kind of screen.
So I mean iPods, iPads, I mean computers,
TV as well.
TV, everything.
Right.
And there's more screens than there are toilets in most homes now. So kids are getting text neck by looking down all the time and texting, so their necks are getting pain. And so we want to decrease the screen time, increase the activity. And number 3 is my rule of 3s, which is 3 fruits and 3 vegetables at least per day. So 5 to 6 kind of healthy foods, and those are heart healthy foods, and we're promoting heart health that way by following the 0, 1, 2, 3s.
Now, doctor, you know, they would say for an adult you need a palm-sized portion of vegetables. Would it be the same for kids, their size, palm-size portion?
So a tennis ball you can think of as would be appropriate.
And that's a serving.
Right.
For them.
Yeah.
And it's I know a lot of my girlfriends with kids will make smoothies in the morning. And they'll have fruit in them, and they'll make really healthy, but you can also then throw in spinach and all that sort of thing that you don't taste, that you disguise it. So right away, out of the gate in the morning.
The fruit, and then they have a little bit in their lunch, and then a little bit after school, even a bedtime snack, just cutting up some apples. And if they get used to that, then they're going to that rather than going to some of the other more.
And you're setting up habits for life.
Yeah, because we know that even children that are 2 and 3 years old that have sort of weight issues and health issues, that often even impacts into the adulthood already.
So, doctor, can you separate the two, exercise and food, and say one is more important than the other, or are they just equally as important? They need their exercise and they need to eat well.
You know, I think you've got it. They really need both. I think it starts with healthy eating and then just being active right from those preschool and toddler years. You're getting kids an hour a day, just being really active, and both of those together, just like in adults, is really important.
What's a healthy equivalent? I mean, for a lot of kids, water is just not enough. For a lot of adults, water is not enough because there's no flavor to it.
Right.
How do you sort of substitute something that it actually tastes okay?
Yeah, so you can, I mean, you could get some real fruit juice and add a little bit to the water. Some kids like that.
We dilute the juice.
Yeah, that's what we do
So,
too.
I mean, that's better than sort of your really sugary. Avoiding those fruit-flavored juices. A lot of people think, oh, I'm giving them fruit, but it's really just fruit flavor with a lot of sugar. And then, of course, milk is also, you know, a healthy treat.
Right.
And I know that you got to avoid the cocktail drink. Anything that says
Cocktail is going to be
good, right? A lot of sugar.
Right.
Yeah. Dr. Joelene Huber, she's a pediatrician. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's 7:25. We'll be back with an update on your forecast. It will be getting above zero today, and we'll take a look at your headlines.